if you've been online for the past 5 minutes, as my chronically online self has, then you've probably heard of, well, Fortnite. I mean, of course you heard it, and who hasn't? This game used to make like what, like $6 billion a month. Since blowing up in 2018, the game has had a fair share of creepypastas, just like every other piece of media, from My Little Pony to Minecraft,
I'm coming in your mom.
and whatever this thing is. Fortnite creepypastas were especially popular during the early days of the game, and I hate this game so much. I can't even say Fortnite without taking the game seriously. I mean, you're talking about the same game where Skibidi Toilet, Shaq, and Goku can queue up and fight Miku, LeBron, and the Furry. I've been binge watching these videos for the past like 3 weeks just to make this video, and one of the most well-known creators, FliplessScript, made a lot of these creepypastas. His most popular ones are Red Team Leader and Don't Think the Bus Driver, and holy, this guy got himself millions of views on these videos, and he's still making these too, with his latest one being from like half a year ago, and I honestly don't know how I ever thought these were scary. I mean, come on, just listen to this.
And his back bling was an aborted fetus. He said his favorite emote was his skin masturbating until climax.
What the fuck?
Back in his prime, this guy used to be grinding these out daily. Like, this was before AI, so he sat down, wrote all of these stuff down, played a match of Fortnite, recorded it, had to, say it all and edit it all, and he pumped these out like daily. Like, holy crap, man, you don't have to make so many of them. I mainly found out about these creepypastas from Top 10 Gaming before they fell off, and whoa, what is this? What? Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. These are supposed to be children, right? Like, Scott has made that pretty clear in the games and movies that these are literal children. How did she get so dummy thick? Yeah, bro, sure. Weirdest FNAF mods you will be arrested for. What was this video about again? Oh yeah, Fortnite creepypastas. So anyways, let's check out 3 of the most popular Fortnite creepypastas, along with a few smaller ones like Slenderman and Wailing Woods. Also, I'll be rating these, and I'll be making my own creepypasta at the end, so I hope you watch the whole thing, please.
Hey guys, so I think I might have made a small mistake. I found these creepypastas from a top 10 gaming video, and in it, they said one of the stories came from a YouTuber named Big Mommy Eternal. But when I tried to look up that channel and the video they were talking about, I couldn't find anything. The Big Mommy Eternal channel I found just seemed like a gaming channel, and it doesn't look like they've ever made a Fortnite scary story. I also couldn't find any links to the original creepypasta. I think the marathon video just reused the original segment from an older upload. So if anyone happens to know where the original creepypasta came from or has a link to it, please drop it in the comments.
Now for something completely different.
Yo, you hear that? No? Well, that's the name of this creepypasta. It's about a girl named Annie, and in the start of the creepypasta, she is found in her room by her mom, and her room is destroyed. And Annie tells her mom that a singing ghost girl named Lily from Fortnite did this. The singing ghost girl was a rumor that Annie heard, and while playing the game, a ghost appeared and called her by her real name. All of a sudden, this appeared on the screen. This is Default's eyes just gouged out, and it's just headless, and I just could not take it seriously. It was like the funniest thing I've ever seen, and I don't know why I found it so funny. So the ghost girl said, "How many lives you get when you die in real life?" When she tried to unplug her Xbox, imagine having an Xbox in 2025 instead of a 10K gaming PC just to play Warzone. That is pathetic. I say as this creepypasta came out like 5-6 years ago. But yeah, then the ghost started screaming and her head just popped off, and come on, just look at this again. And then the body came flying right through the screen and entered her bedroom, which is how her mom found her with blood all over and the room destroyed. So what do I rate this creepypasta? I'll rate it a 2 out of 5. Best part about this creepypasta was the dumb photo of the Default's head, and I just found it funny. So the story begins with our guy buying the Cuddle Team Leader skin, and while using it, he realizes that the fur on the skin is, guess what color, y'all? But not thinking anything of it, he joined a solo game and realized that the skin's color is pink like how it's supposed to be. And then he realizes that he has a new emote called the chopping block. He drops and kills 2 people that landed near him. After killing them, the color slowly turns red. And he went off to Dusty Divot, killed another person there. He leaves Dusty, starts to get shot at, and manages to kill the guy who was shooting at him. And slowly throughout the match, the skin started turning redder and redder. He makes his way to the final zone, kills the Default, and on the final person gets knocked, which isn't possible in the solos game. And all of a sudden, the controller started moving by by itself Transformer style, and it did the chopping block emote. You wanna take a guess of what happened next? Yeah, the head got chopped off, and then the skin just started roaring out of nowhere. And yeah, that's the end of the story. I'll rate this, honestly, I don't know. Let me get a random number generator real quick, okay? So I give this a 3 out of 5. And honestly, I thought it was funny how the controller just started moving by itself, like the Transformer driving itself. So yeah, next story. So this story starts out with our Mr. Flip the Script guy thinking about doing an experiment where he doesn't think the bus driver at all. And on his 66 match, ooh, spooky number, and then a screen popped up saying, would you like to thank the bus driver? And if you don't, you'll regret it. And you guys want to know what he did? Yeah, he said no. Like the story's called Don't Thank the Bus Driver. Why do you think it is gonna? And after hitting no, the bus just blew up. And then he heard a truck coming near his house. It's 1 a.m. and he lives on a hill, so it's taking a sweet time coming up it. And then he looked outside and it was all foggy out and saw the battle bus. And then he saw 2 red eyes just looking at him. Then he heard footsteps leading up to his hallway. Then there was knocking at his bedroom door. And then the door just explodes. And it's the bus driver. His arm turned into a knife and he reached into his pocket and pulled out a tablet. And it said, thank the bus driver. And guess what he did? Yep, he thanked the bus driver. And then the bus driver's eyes turned red to green. And he left. Well, that's the end of that one. In my opinion, it was a 1 out of 5. Wait, bus driver. And he was a robot, and his eyes were red and turned into green. Robot. Bus driver. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bus driver. Holy crap, it's Ted. Oh my gosh, okay, creepypastas are 1,000 out of 5. This is so cinema. This guy get a 10 out of 10. Every single book in the world. Okay, now that we covered like 3 big creepypastas, let's do some smaller ones you probably heard about. The Ghost of Haunted Hills by creepypasta.com. This one is about a guy who Tyler Fortnite Blevins play Fortnite on Twitch, so he decided to play himself. His first few games went pretty well with somebody with a default skin back in chapter 1. After looking up a YouTube tutorial, it said to land somewhere secluded, so he landed in Haunted Hills, his next game, and placed in the top 10. 2 weeks passed, and every time he landed on Haunted Hills, he always sees somebody in the corner of his eye, but he just couldn't catch it. Even on screen recordings, they just wouldn't show up. And after looking up more information, he found a drawing of Unreal Tournament. And for those who don't know, Unreal Tournament is a classic game series developed by Epic Games. It was incredibly popular back in the 90s, and one of the most iconic maps of the games was Facing Worlds, which became so well known that you've probably seen it before, even if you didn't realize it. Epic Games still references the map to this day, and you might have even spotted it in Fortnite, where it appears as many paintings that you can find in houses. Okay, now actually back to the story now. So he found it, and it turned out that a drawing where somebody's family died. So logically, Epic Games added it into the game. So it turns out that the ghost he's been seeing this whole time was just the ghost of the poster's dead family members, which then stuff started happening in real life. Like he captured a ghost on camera. Guys, look at this. It's a real life ghost, and that's definitely not just his friend with a black hoodie just walking past him. And yeah, that's where the story ends, with a scary face, and that's it, really. Another creepypasta, well, if you can even call it a creepypasta. I mean, it pretty much is, because Slenderman is a creepypasta. That is Slenderman in Wailing Woods. Back in chapter 1, there was a rumor that you could see Slenderman in Wailing Woods. Well, what else do you have to say about this? I mean, Slenderman in Wailing Woods. There's also videos out there of Slenderman, which are totally real and definitely not edited at all.
So, oh my god! Oh my god! I just saw him there! He just actually just came up on the screen! I just saw him come up on the screen! Oh my god! Oh my god, yeah, I just saw him come up on the screen.
Slenderman has been referenced in plenty of games like Runner 2 and Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, where he ends up getting eaten by a chomper. But to be honest, I kind of wish Epic did actually do something with Epic Games, since Slenderman was a very popular creepypasta of the late 2000s, early 2010s. Another weird creepypasta, if you can even call that a creepypasta, comes from Save the World. There was a rare chance you would hear a creepy ghost girl singing during gameplay. And later on, there was files that were found in the game of the same ghost girl you could find, and Epic never addressed this. They never said anything about it, to my knowledge. but this could probably just be leftover content from when Fortnite was originally meant to be a horror game, but it's still spooky. You might remember the disappearing teddy bear creepypasta. Like I said, I don't know if you can call this a creepypasta. It was one of those more well-known ones, and one particular video stood out. You've probably seen it before, or maybe not. I don't know. This video only has like a 500,000 views, so probably not. But if you haven't, well, here it is.
There is a stuffed teddy bear, and after I look at it for a few seconds, it disappears, and this is really creepy. Now, this is something I've seen in a few other video games. Call of Duty is renowned for its multiplayer maps having these secret hidden teddy bears.
Now that the video is almost over, now it's my turn to make a creepypasta. Alright, so go ahead, go turn off the lights, grab yourself cuddle buddy, and get ready for... I was in freshman year of college when this happened. Season 6 of Fortnite just launched, and some of my friends were asking me to hop on, so I did. Before I loaded into the match, I was scrolling through the battle pass and noticed the tier 100 skin. It was a slowly transformer werewolf skin, so I equipped it without thinking much of it. As I played, I started hearing strange cracking noises. At first, I brushed it off, not thinking much about it. Suddenly, I heard a screaming coming from my friend's mics. The cracking got louder. On my screen, I watched in horror as my skin began to transform, slowly turning itself into a werewolf. It let out a bone-chilling scream of agony. As the transformation completed, the werewolf lunged at my friends' characters, tearing their skins apart. Blood or something like it splattered across the screen as their avatars screamed in agony. It didn't stop there. The werewolf charged straight towards the final squad and shredded them too. Each kill more and more brutal than the last. I tried asking my friends if they were okay, but none of them responded. And then the werewolf turned toward the screen, toward me. It looked straight into the camera and said,
"Attention, all Fortnite gamers. John Wick is in great danger and he needs your help to wipe out the squads in the tilted towers. But to do this, he needs Golden Scar and a couple of chug jugs. To help him, all he needs is your credit card number, the 3 digits on the back, and the expiration month and year. But you gotta be quick so that John Wick can secure the bag and achieve the epic victory royal."
Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this. This probably would have been better as a Halloween special, but I mean, it's kind of too late. Next video is going to be about like Fortnite roleplay.
Plus, I'm gonna show him he's not funny. I'm gonna game in.
No Scope Pro, I think that's his name. How dumb those videos are. And then after that, probably gonna start working on that Battlefield video and try to release it like on Christmas or like November or so. Hopefully get it out by then. Other than that, I'll just make myself a Minecraft creepypasta for Halloween. So yeah, hope you enjoy this video and hope this video was long enough that the algorithm actually does its thing.